I can interrupt you, remember?
Were you being
you can interrupt me so I can interrupt you?
Were you being intellectual when you told Lady Teapot not to donate to me because you think that she's shilling?
Oh, shit. It took all that time for you to get that out. And
Yeah, because
was it
you were
worth
interrupting
it?
me.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, can you answer?
Answer what?
Yeah, the question. That was a question, silly.
Hey, can you even stand up to an internal critique?
Yeah, I think our views are capable of standing up to internal critiques. I think so.
I would love to see that. I mean, you want to put your money where your mouth is?
Yeah, for sure. Give me a moment. Hero, thank you so much for the $15 over on YouTube Super Chat, who says, just here to support because I can't with these people. They don't use logic because it quote-unquote has nothing to do with logic. Was insane to hear. That was pretty insane. And then Coffee Queen, I appreciate you so much for the $10 on Super Chat as well, who says, it's worse than the Holocaust. Have caller tell that to the 11 million Holocaust victims and survivors of the Holocaust. This dude. Yeah, just completely insane. Completely insane. And then Sam, thank you for the 20 euros over on YouTube Super Chat, who says, quote-unquote, say Trump, I heard you like him young, so did who, what? Cat got your tongue. Appreciate you for the $20, Sam. Yeah, you know, after today, dude, I think that I think that the truth's coming out, especially because Adelita Grahova just got confirmed in Congress. We could expect a full release of the Epstein files very, very soon. And then Katie, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo, who says pro-life men are the fucking worst. Couldn't agree more. Elise with the $5. Thank you so much. Lydia with the $10. Thank you so much, Lydia. Sydney with a 1. Shelby with a 5. Thank you so much, guys, for supporting the shill. Then Ray, thank you so much for the $15 over on Venmo. Thank you so much for the love. Saying God is very intentional. That's why he sent a wolf in sheep's clothing and they're falling for it. Love you, Dean, an atheist. Appreciate you so much for that love, Ray. And holy fucking shit, Peter, dude, thank you so much for the $100 over on Venmo. Oh my God, Peter with $100 on Venmo. Wait, it actually gets even crazier. Give me 1 second. Peter with $100 on Venmo says, sorry I haven't been able to watch and support lately. Been overloaded with work. But as always, thank you for cooking these MAGA cultists. Fucking Peter, you are the man, dude. Thank you so very much for the $100. Seriously, that is insane. Thank you so much for your kindness. I want y'all to show so much love to Peter down below in that chat. And Susan with $100 over on PayPal as well. Holy fuck, you two. Dude, Susan with $100. Let's make sure that we can read her message as well. You guys are literally going insane today. Susan says, Dean, what jerks today? Keep them thinking. Well, yeah, Susan, we are definitely getting some total jerks today to be nice, quite frankly. And yeah, I really appreciate you so much for the love. Thank you for your very kind words. Please, if you're watching, show some fucking love to Susan and Peter down below in that chat. Thank you two very, very much. Thank you so much. Please show some love to our donors. Go ahead and take it away. Base
Yo, Unbased, can you say thank you to them real quick? Can you say thank you to Susan and Peter for us?
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you guys for the love.
Yo, Unbased, can you say thank you to the gifters, please?
Figure out I'm mute.
Come on, Unbased.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't next to my phone. I'm out here, grinding. I didn't realize that you had muted me. So.
You're good. Go ahead. You have to speak?
Go ahead. What? I've been speaking.
Well, we obviously didn't hear you because you're muted. Feel free to respond to any of the points that we've made so far. Continue the argument.
No, you said you would be willing to stand up to an internal critique, and I said, put your money where your mouth is.
Okay. I stood up. I stood up for you. Also, you said, what are you doing? Are you grinding on a couch like JD Vance?
What?
I said, are you grinding on a couch like JD Vance?
I don't even know what you're referencing.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good one. So what's the internal critique? What internal critique would you like to make?
Well, very simply, what metric do you use to inform your moral framework?
Oh, I was talking relevant. I was talking relevant internal critiques to debate about why you support Trump as president.
Yeah, if we're gonna debate abortion, I need to know where you ground your morale. I need to know that.
I actually don't think that's relevant.
Are you kidding me?
No, I think that maybe my normative principles are relevant, but I don't think that my metaethical view is.
So have you ever engaged in your metaethical moral framework with anybody on a debate live?
Yeah. I mean, I discuss metaethics and I debate metaethics when I'm having a debate about it. But when I'm having a debate about Trump, the only thing that would be relevant would be my normative view, not my metaethical view.
No, I think it is relevant, frankly, because any argument you've ever had was simply orange man bad.
What's that?
And that's not the only argument you've ever had was simply orange man bad. You've never actually given
So that would actually be
justification for what's wrong or right.
Stream Dean. All you do is come up here and say orange man bad. I've never heard an actual argument from Dean Withers.
That's
Literally,
correct.
all he says.
That's
All
correct.
he says is that. That's it, dude. All you say is orange man bad.
And by the way, the justification there, if we're talking about like a normative moral claim, would be justification for the normative claim, which wouldn't even include an explanation of my metaethical framework. You like low IQ, Phil Bro, entry level, white belts.
So you're just a beta if you are scared to stand up to it, right?
You're a white belt, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh, no,
Give us an actual argument.
So you are a beta and you're scared to stand up?
So
That's
me
all right.
effectively
You can just
demonstrating.
admit it.
So me effectively demonstrating the irrelevance of a conversation about my metaethical views, not me being scared, it's me being like intellectually intact. Like for instance, if I were to ask you to debate like what like your favorite flavor of ice cream is, like obviously a fair response to that would be, Dean, we're debating on if Trump is a good or bad president, and my favorite flavor of ice cream is completely irrelevant to said prompt. The same way my metaethical view is completely irrelevant to any of my normative claim or descriptive claims insofar as why I believe that Donald Trump is a bad president. You just simply want to pivot into having a metaethical conversation because you know that you don't have the wits nor knowledge to hold up against me in a debate about why Donald Trump is a bad president, because you know that I'm gonna fucking fry your ass when I bring up the tyranny that Donald Trump has been perpetuating on this country and the global stage, including things we're not limited to, his coup of the government in 2020, his fake electorate scheme when he tried to steal it from Biden, the fact that he refused to fund food stamp benefits for 42 million Americans, knew what Epstein was doing and has been lying about it for the last 20 years, passed the worst economic policy in modern American history, costing $4.5 trillion, redistributing wealth from the poor to the rich, and taking healthcare away from 10 million low-income Americans in the process. But instead, you're rather going to say, no, Dean, I don't want to talk about anything that's actually relevant to the Trump administration, even though I came up here calling myself a Trump supporter, saying I want to debate you about that. Instead, I want to ask you if you're an objectivist. Instead, I want to ask you if you're a realist. Instead, I want to ask you if you're a nihilist and how this would comprise a metaethical view surrounding where you think the moral truths come from, not even what you think those moral truths are. The only person who is scared in the context of this conversation is you. And my prompt was not Trump is a threat to America. Maybe you'd have a leg to stand on in the argument. But quite frankly, as it stands, you don't.
Do you know that it's pronounced unanimous, not unanimous?
That's his only takeaway.
And do you know that? Do you know that?
Wait, hold up.
Hold up. It's spelled IF and not IV.
Unbased. Your only takeaway from that is not an intellectual response. It's that he missaid unanimous.
You know, if that's your only takeaway, I think I'm doing all right. Thanks for the concession.
I'm saying it like Dean, unanimous.
So are you scared? So you're scared?
The only person scared here is you, and I've already effectively.
I would say it's pretty relevant. I would say it's pretty relevant if we're having a discussion about abortion, because it is the moral conversation that we're having when we're having a discussion about abortion. That I do need to know where you ground your morality so I can contend with it.
Oh, actually,
why
can't you just contend with the normative principle?
Because we all have normative principles that are very subjective, and we need to be able to.
We could debate those normative principles on the basis of their validity, insofar as like a cognitive coherence and like empirical like justification for said principle, right? Like I could debate like your normative principle that you think abortion is wrong because it's killing a human, by being able to point out some cognitive incoherence and like an internal contradiction with another belief that you hold to be the case, right? Like maybe such as the idea that you don't think it's wrong nor in order to pull the plug on a brain dead patient, even though they are biologically live and classified as a human, without like exploring your metaethical view, insofar as like the fact that maybe you think that
What do you mean by
humans
wrong?
Because of a god.
What do you mean by wrong?
Yeah. Well, what kind of wrong? Are you talking about like a moral wrong? An ought? Not?
I'm asking you. You said, is it wrong to pull the plug on a brain dead patient?
Oh, for sure.
What do you mean by wrong?
Well, for sure. In that conversation, I was using a normative wrong, which would mean ought not or should not occur in a normative sense.
Using what moral framework?
Well, I mean, I'd pertain to like threshold deontics, meaning that I think that there's certain rights in which we have, and their violation of said rights is wrong regardless of the outcomes in which I'm so sorry. Said rights violations would be wrong regardless of the outcome in which they generate, meaning regardless of like any like utility in which they would cause to emerge. However, right, in said same breath, I do think that there is some things that can be labeled as right or wrong generated on the utility in which they generate. So I'm happy that I can now explain my normative framework to you. Now, do you want to continue to stay in the weeds and away from the debate insofar as why you support Trump, or do you want to continue down this line of thought and get cooked?
I really wish you wouldn't keep muting me so I didn't have to walk over here and grab my phone again, but thanks.
You have a lot of background noise.
I agree. So what are rights?
What are rights?
Yes.
Okay,
You said It would violate their rights to pull the plug or whatever you mentioned.
I mean,
What are rights?
So I hold on to like a Kantian description of rights. Obviously, in this conversation, we're talking about a negative right, which let me think back here for my morals class. Wait, actually, I'll just look it up. Kantian negative right. Negative right in this sense could be defined as a freedom that obligates others to refrain from interfering with an individual's action. Particularly, a right to life would be a freedom that would obligate others to not end your life.
So that negative right would be to directly violate someone's human right to life.
Well, no, that's what the
Is that
right
what
to
you're
life
saying?
is. You asked me to tell you what that right is, and I told you what that right is. It would be a freedom to obligate others from ingressing and ending your life. Now, when you want to get back to debating about why you support Trump, are you employed?
Sure am.
This is an unemployed conversation.
What do you mean?
It's a very unemployed conversation. You're not debating me on why you support Trump. You're asking me what a Kantian negative right is.
I find it comedy that you think using bigger words makes you sound smarter.
Buddy, that's what it's called.
Smarter.
When actually,
Buddy,
It's
that's
not that,
actually-
his use of bigger words makes him smarter. It's that he is smarter than you, by like quite frankly, objectively.
I knew
true.
how to pronounce an unanimous. I mean, that's just
I don't
it's pretty simple.
I don't know what to tell you.
It's like second grade English class.
Buddy, I don't know what to tell you. That's just literally what it is. Okay. Kant developed a theory of negative rights. Okay. All right. Which I hold to. So when you ask me what
question.
Yeah, of course. After I finish explaining this, Kant developed a theory of negative rights, which I hold to. So when you ask me what I think a right is, I'm going to tell you what I think a Kantian negative right is, because that is the way that I'm using the word. I'm sorry that I have to use big words that you don't understand when you ask me to explain what I mean when I say right. However, those big words are required, as that is what the theory of rights is called that I hold to. There's nothing else to call a Kantian negative right outside of a Kantian negative right.
What about using
what it is.
excessive words? What about using excessive words like separate and decoupled? That's just fucking hilarious.
Can I ask him this question? Can I ask him this question?
Go ahead,
That's
man.
comedy.
Where in the human body does conception occur?
What a pivot.
But the guy isn't here for a debate about why he supports Trump. Hey, sir, I'm going to go and give you...
Let him respond. Let him respond. Where in the human body?
I don't think he is going to respond. He's going to say, what a pivot, and he's going to refuse to answer.
He muted. Dude, you could hear him looking it up, bro.
Oh, my God. Yo, Lady Teapot, I appreciate you for the $20 up front super chat, saying I donate to whoever I want. Stay mad, asshole. Appreciate you for that love, Lady Teapot. Thank you so much for the love, Lady Teapot. Show some love to Lady Teapot
Yeah, you
down below.
muted me, but I didn't teacup. If I teacup, then I would be looking it up.
So we're in the
What's the
block.
answer?
So yeah, what's the answer?
I'm not answering that question. It's such a pivot.
Use a slur. You have to use a slur because you just got cooked, bro. He got cooked.
Dude got fucking fried. So, okay, let me tell you guys like quickly what happened there. He came up here, he tried to start engaging in a conversation about why he supports Trump, got absolutely flamed by me. So then he goes like unemployed loser mode, and he's like, Dean, right? Like what theory of morality do you hold to? Lucky enough, I was an unemployed loser for a couple of years when I was majoring in philosophy. So I start delving into the specifics about my normative theory of Rossian pluralism and threshold deontology, right? And then he gets even more specific. He's like, I'm gonna go ×2 loser mode on you. And I'm gonna ask you specifically what you think a right is, since that's a word that you use. And then I like gave him my description of a Kantian negative right. Dude crashes out, starts using slurs because I know more than him about this like unemployed loser bullshit, right? And gets pissed. Anyways, welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Or there's just a lot of liberals that are trolling.
Oh, this idiot's back. He's not going to stay up for long. Just one question I have for him. Let's see if he loads in. Do you accept that?
What, are you going to run again?
Do you accept?
Are you going to run again?
Do you accept that Trump is a predator?
No.
Then how do you explain Epstein's saying that he knew what he was doing with the girls? And how do you explain Trump admitting to sexually exploiting naked women and/or naked girls at Miss Teen USA and/or
Well,
Miss USA?
since that just came out today, I'm going to have to do my own independent research and find out the truth about it. I'm not just going to take your word for it like you
that's
expect
Epstein.
everyone to do.
That's Epstein's word.
I'm going to actually...
It's Epstein's word from the email.
You're relaying Epstein's word, aren't you?
Yeah. What do you want to read it?
So I'm getting it from you.
So do you want to get it from like a picture?
So I need to get it for myself to find out whether it's true or not. But I want to ask you a question. Let's say you're right. I'll grant that you're right, and he's on the list and all the things, and You're right about all the accusations you've been making. Why is it wrong that he did those things? Trump in particular. Why is it wrong that he did those things?
Because child rape is wrong.
Why? Can you answer that?
Because you're raping a child.
Yeah, and what is wrong about that?
Are you asking me why it's wrong to rape children?
Yeah, I need you to tell me why it is wrong in your eyes
to rape children.
To do that. Yes. Do you need me to repeat it? Can you not hear me? Do you have too many talks in your ears, or what's up? Why is it wrong? Is that too hard of a question? You can mute me with the background noise if you want. I'm ready to hear your answer.
It's happening. It's actually happening.
That pearl clutching is so beta. Why don't you actually answer the question?
It's actually happening. He's calling me a pearl clutcher for saying that child rape is wrong.
No, because I asked the question. Why are you?
I didn't think this one would happen. You know, we see it often. They'll say that something's wrong, and then Trump will do it, and then they'll defend it. Did that with J6. Did that with the J6 pardons. Did that with the Medicaid cuts. Did that with the SNAP cuts. Just didn't think they'd do it with child rape.
Obfuscating. Let's just get to the fucking point, bro.
I just didn't think they'd do it with child rape. And now we're seriously at that point where Trump supporters are now saying that it's not wrong to rape children and asking why it is wrong to rape children. You're a sick, despicable.
Hey, I have a question, bro. Do you think pedophiles?
Why do you think it's wrong?
Real question. Do you think Jeffrey Epstein should have gone to prison?
You are sick.
1,000%.
So sick.
Wait, so then you do think it's wrong?
Do you know what my question was to Dean? Were you listening or no? I asked him why he thinks it's wrong.
Because it's child rape. Because rape is wrong. Hello? I'm not going to give you more of an explanation than that. Because if I do need to give you more of an explanation than that, then you need to be on a list. You need to lose your job. And many other things that I won't say because of another circumstance that comes
like you love to do. Go ahead.
Okay, because of another circumstance.
Dox and swat me. Please, dox and swat me. I can't wait.
If you don't think that child rape is wrong, you definitely don't think that doxing is wrong.
Well, I didn't say whether I believed it was wrong or not.
Do you believe that child rape is wrong?
I do. But I'm asking you why it's wrong.
Perfect. So now
I'm asking you why it's wrong.
I'm not going to go any further than saying that it's because it's child rape and child rape is wrong. I'm not going to entertain giving.
Okay, just know that you got cooked and you ran. You lost and you ran. So just make it known.
Listen, man, you could insert whatever prerogatives you want. I'll never entertain such a silly question. I'll never. I will never stoop to the level of trying to give an explanation for why child.
Quit soying out. It's such beta.
I have to give an explanation for why sexual exploitation is wrong. I have to give an explanation for why Donald Trump unconsensually barging into dressing rooms of naked women is wrong. I have to give an explanation for why cutting people off of Medicaid is wrong. I have to give an explanation for why cutting people off of SNAP benefits is wrong.
So performative, dog.
Hurry up. And I think that I'm going to draw the line at explaining why child rape is wrong. That's where I draw the line.
So that's where you run and you concede the debate. That's fine. I'll take it. Just make sure you clip it and show that I got the dub.
That's where I draw the line.
So you were too much of a coward to answer the question, so make sure you clip it and show that I got the dub.
I don't think it's cowardice. I don't think it's cowardice at all to say that I draw the line at refusing to give an explanation for why child rape is wrong.
So you have the moral high ground, right?
It's not. I don't possess a moral high ground.
You have the moral high ground
over you. Yes, actually, yeah, I have the moral high ground over you. If you want me to explain why child rape is wrong, yeah.
Yo, Dean, I was just gonna say I gotta get going now.
Prove it.
You take care.
Prove
and everyone,
the moral high ground.
Good luck with this horrible guest.
All right, yeah, you take care, man.
Oh, you're gonna run too, Parker? That's okay.
I have to go. I'm filming.
That's convenient.
And also, you're a waste of time.
Oh,
and
really?
a waste of oxygen.
That's a good one, Parker. You asked me to prove that I have the moral high ground over you. Okay.
Yes, please. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And if you aren't a coward, then you won't keep muting me because that's just coward.
It just sounds like it's pissing you off. Anyways, so here's my proof that I have moral high ground over you. You're asking me to prove that it's wrong to rape children. Therefore, I possess the moral high ground over you. It's a very simple argument. Any comments? Any rebuttal?
Yeah, I told you to prove to me that you have the moral high ground.
I did. My proof that I have the moral high ground is that you're asking me to prove that it's wrong to rape kids.
No, I'm asking you why you believe it's wrong. That was the question I asked.
Exactly. And that's
you
why,
can't answer it.
And that's why I have the moral high ground over you.
But you can't prove why. If you can't substantiate how you have the moral high ground.
Yes. My substantiation that I have the moral high ground is that you're asking me why it's wrong to rape kids. That's why. That's why I have the moral high ground. You're sick. You're sick. I can't even believe that this statement is coming out of the mouth.
And this is why I told you at the beginning that you were going to run because you can't stand up to internal critique. Remember that, coward?
What are you trying to internally critique?
Just admit you took the L, bro. It's as simple as that. Just admit you took the L and run.
Wait, I'm taking the L because I think that child rape is wrong, and I'm not going to engage.
You already did take the L.
That is refusing that position. So, because you're refusing to concede to the position that it's wrong to rape children.
This low T.
So, because you're refusing to concede to the position that it's wrong to rape children, requesting additional justification for the premise beyond the fact that it's the rape of a child, I'm taking the L.
See how the only way you think you win debates is by muting people?
Well, I think I win this debate by pointing out that you're asking me to demonstrate justification for the suggestion
how about you accept
that it's wrong to rape children. I think there just comes a point. I think there comes a point where the harmful voices shouldn't be platformed. Shouldn't be engaged in. Right? Because the request of myself to argue that child rape is wrong is a suggestion that that is a debatable premise. The statement, child rape is wrong, is not a debatable premise.